Okay, so now I'm going to give you another example of a sign-up offer. This one is the sign-up offer from SkyBet. The offer is as follows. Bet 5p on anything over odds of 2.0 and get £30 in free bets. Now this one is going to be much more simple to go through because you don't really have to do the whole qualifying bet process. All you really need to do is the free bet process. So to begin with, all we're going to do is we're going to sign up and deposit the minimum amount, which is £5, and then we need to place a 5p bet on literally anything over odds of 2.0. Don't worry about laying this, it's literally just a 5p bet, so just go for it and just punt it, it doesn't really matter, it's 5p. So I'm going to sign up to SkyBet and deposit my £5 and I will let you know once I've done that. Okay, so as you can see, I have successfully deposited my £5 to SkyBet, and now we just need to place 5p on anything with odds over evens. First, I'm going to change my odds format to decimal. Okay, so I've changed my odds format to decimal and I now just need to bet 5p on anything. So I'm literally just going to pick this horse race here, the 1655 Haydock. It's in a few minutes. Arctic Thunder, odds of 3.25, that's above our minimum odds of 2.0. And I'm literally just going to bet 5p. So I'm just going to place that bet, click place bet. Now, as you can see, we've been instantly credited with our £30 in free bets. And we now need to find a good pick to use our free bets on. So as always, we're going to use odds above 5.0. And preferably the back and the lay odds are as close as possible. So I know that SkyBet, the odds on there are pretty terrible, so it's going to be more difficult on certain bookies to find a good match or a highly profitable match. For example, Bet365 has the best odds realistically, and SkyBet doesn't really have quite as good odds, so it's going to be harder to find as good of a match as you can on Bet365, so don't worry about that. In terms of finding a good bet to use for my free bet, I'm going to, as always, head to the premium group and see what they've got on there. There's free bets, so Kosovo, Scotland, Ukraine, Al Dafra, and horses. I have already had a look at some of these and the odds aren't great. There's not too much profit. So I'm going to actually try and find a horse for this one and find a horse with high odds above 5.0 to use my free bet on. It is easier to find things like qualifying bets and free bets when there's a lot of football on. So when, for example, the Premier League is on and domestic football is on, there's going to be so many more games on and there's a lot more money in the Premier League, so the odds tend to be better, at least on the lay side. But unfortunately, as I'm recording this, it is the international breaks. There's not too many matches on, so that's why I'm going to try and find a horse to use. So I'll update you when I find a good horse to use. All I'm going to do is check the odds on Sky and check the odds on Smarkets, the exchange, until I find a match that I'm happy with. So I found a good match that I'm going to go with. It's going to be Celestia's Comet in the 1847 Kempton, which is a horse race, and this is a horse at odds of 8.0. And if I show you the odds on Smarkets, now as you can see, the lay odds on Smarkets are 8.2, so our back odds are 8.0, the lay odds in the blue box are 8.2, so we now need to put this into our matched betting calculator. The calculator I'm using is the MatchedWise standard matched betting calculator. You can find it on matchedwise.com. So I'll leave a link below as well, you can find in the video or on the website. We're going to change the setting at the top, free bet question mark, to free bet SNR, stake not returned, which is what most of the free bets are going to be. They're going to be SNR, stake not returned. Strategy, keep the standard lay. Our stake is going to be £30 because you've got £30 in free bets. Our odds are going to be, back odds are going to be 8.0. Our lay odds are going to be 8.2. And as you can see, our profit is going to be £25.61 regardless of what happens. So if the horse does win the race, it's going to be £25.61 in profit. If it doesn't win the race, it's also going to be £25.61 in profit. And our required lay stake is £25.61. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on. So with SkyBet, you can actually put all £30 in free bets on at once. If you don't have the liability to place this, it is quite a lot of liability. You're going to need, as per the calculator, at least £184.39 in your exchange in order to place this as liability. So if you don't have that much money in your exchange yet, then don't worry, you can do this in sort of £10 increments. So you could do each £10 free bet separately, if that makes sense, and just wait for each one to settle. But I have enough money in my Smarkets, so I'm just going to do it all at once. So as you can see, the £30 in free bets have been applied, odds of 8.0. I'm going to place this, there we go. And now I'm going to head to Smarkets. Oh no, the lay has just jumped up to 8.4. This is a pretty common thing, so I'm going to have to go back to my match betting calculator and input the different odds now. And now, as you can see, the lay stake is £25, so slightly less profit, but that's all right. The £25 exactly on odds of 8.4. So we're going to place this, and as you can see, fully matched at the top there. You may notice the liquidity available was less than the £25, but I do know that this horse race is coming up soon, so it was likely to get matched. That's just a bit of experience. So when you are doing these sort of things, you do generally want to make sure that the little number, so the little grey little number under the lay, has more than what you want to stake. So there it's £11, so ideally you want to be staking less than £11 to instantly get matched. But sometimes if you would stake more than that, it can just automatically get matched after that, if that makes sense. If it doesn't, don't worry, it's just something you'll pick up with more experience. So there we go, that was a SkyBet offer, and we managed to lock in a lovely £25 in guaranteed profit. So that's £25 regardless of what happens with that horse. If it wins, if it loses, we're gonna make £25 in profit. So that's pretty lovely. Took a few minutes, happy days. As always, it's important to note, if you really can't find a good bet for your qualifying bet or your free bet, you can always just message me directly or any of the team, and we'd be happy to help you find one or just find one for you. So if you are really struggling, you've spent a lot of time, you can't find one, these things happen, then just get in contact. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.